What's going on, guys? ChaseWins.com, and it is Tuesday, the 22nd of February. Congrats to everyone on another incredible week. You didn't see me yesterday. Last video was on Sunday. Bunch of Daytona action on Sunday. Congrats to everybody. I got to hang out, have a lot of fun with Patrick. A great race day, profitable race day. First race of the regular season that, mattered. Obviously, there was that exhibition race at the Coliseum in LA a couple weeks ago. But this past weekend, it was the Daytona 500, the official kickoff to the NASCAR season, the first official points race, and what kicks off now every single race outside of the All-Star race, which is a true points race that, matters. It matters in terms of, the chase for the cup, the championship, and where you're going to be come those final 10 races that are the playoffs, and whether or not you've got a shot at it this year. So we'll go over that real quick. All of the people that I got to hang out with in Blacksburg for the Virginia Tech, North Carolina game, shouts out to you guys. And I got so excited during that game that I put out a little promise / something that I would do if Carolina won that game. They won it. So I've kind of been brainstorming over the past 48 hours of what do I want to do? I said it needed to be really special. I've thought of 5 or 6 different things. What would be the most meaningful? What would, hype the most people up and get them excited? And, in terms of value, not just for what you can make, because that's easy to figure out, but in terms of value for how many people would be interested in it. Meaning that, sure, I could, throw something out there that would pose a ton of value and I could have 100 people interested immediately. But if there's something else that could get 500 people interested immediately, that just in general from a public perception is more valuable. And so I wanted to make sure that oh crap, turn my light off. I'm sorry. I wanted to make sure that I gave the public as much value from their point of view as I possibly could. So I've been thinking about that. Got with IT. They're creating all the stuff for it now. So if it's not done by the time you see this video on Tuesday evening, it will be done by Tuesday night, where you could purchase it late Tuesday night or Wednesday. So we'll touch on that. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. That way you know. Again, there's no set time these videos go out. There is going to always, no matter what, if a video goes up, there will be at least one, if not more, free plays in that video. You want to know about it immediately. That way you can watch it, get the information, place the wager, cash that ticket, know about any promotions or sales or anything going on like that. If there's a big play released, you want to know about that so you can partake in it if you want to, and what the best option is for you. So to kick things off, because we do have to do a recap, and normally this would be a time where we would do a recap for Monday since it's Tuesday, but a rare thing took place yesterday, and that was that I did not have or release any plays for Monday. That is not something that happens very often. As a matter of fact, it is something that happens so little that I think 4 times since early 2018. We'll say since opening day of baseball 2018. It's been maybe 4 times that there have been games, more than just 1 or 2, being played, and I don't have a pick in any of them because I didn't find an edge in any of them. There wasn't any value within the line, within the odds, from a financial standpoint. And there wasn't enough of an edge to lay the money on. And again, as I have told you guys 1,000 times over, and I will continue to say it until I am blue in the face from it, I will not give a play just for the sake of giving a play. If that's what you're looking for, there is 1,001 services on YouTube alone that you could go find. And I promise you, if there's sports being played, those jackasses will have the winner for you. And when I say the winner, I mean, that's what they're going to tell you. And then they're going to literally screw you from behind. And it's not going to be pretty. There's a reason that they don't have any following where people will actually recommend them. Yeah, they might be able to, pay some TikTok star to say that they're good because that TikTok star just got paid 10 grand to be a puppet. But to say that, hey, I'm a client, this is what I do, this is the money they've made me, this is how long I've been doing it, and I stand by them 100%. How many out there can you really say? Even the long-standing services don't really have any of that. Nobody has it. I have more people that will vouch for my service, my company, my knowledge, my wins, and my profit than people that have been in this industry for as long as I've been on this earth. And that should speak volume to you. So just be careful with that. If there's not anything that is truly at the level or caliber to be played, you don't risk money on it. Real estate investors don't go buy a house or a office building or a piece of commercial property or a hotel or whatever it is, a fucking porta potty, just for the sake of buying it. There has to be value. The price has to be right. There has to be upside, and there has to be profit and ROI expected and most likely turn, whether it's as high as they wanted to. That's inherently the risk with investing. But if they go out there and it's 50-50, we may make, we may lose, it's not worth it. The numbers don't add up. Same thing with stockbrokers. They're not going to buy stocks for the sake of buying it. They want to find the ones and wait for the ones that are most likely to turn them a profit, make them money, make their clients money, and in turn, make the world go round and they become rich. Any part of investing, there has to be a cutoff where it ain't worth it, I'm laying off, and it is what it is. And if your clients don't understand that, then you have the wrong clients. That's why this is rare that I don't have plays. Rare. Yes, it might not be rare for Christmas Day I don't have a play. But that's not because I didn't go over the games. But it's just there's not very many. You might get, those few NBA games that you always get. Now you're getting, a couple of NFL games or college games, like bowl type games. So you may have a Christmas Day where you have 6, 7, maybe 8 plays across a few sports being played. But with that low volume of games being played, it's not uncommon to not find something worth investing in. But when you have 25, 30, 40 plays going on in a day, a normal regular season day, to not have something, it's very uncommon, especially for me. But it has happened before. Like I said, yesterday was the 4th time in the last almost 4 years. We're only a couple months shy of it being a solid 4 years since the first time I did that. And it's only happened, 2 other times in between until now. So 4 times over 4 years where you would assume that I would have had at least 1 or more plays, and I didn't have any. But it is what it is. Some people get mad. And every time it happens, inevitably, I get a handful of people that get mad. A lot of times they're newer clients that are trying to play the part, that are still not following directions like they should. And it's eye-opening. It allows me to kind of weed through the type of clients that I don't want, the company doesn't want, because we want the serious investors that know, hey, if there's not play, I would rather you not release anything if there's not anything worth it or something that you truly believe is going to be a big-time moneymaker. So they appreciate that. But we're back Tuesday. Big card, not a huge card, but big enough where we're definitely going to make some money. Got a top play locked in. We've got NHL action. We've got college basketball action. And I believe we may have a little bit of NBA action because it is officially, NBA is back. All-Star break is over. Yesterday, there was no NBA played because that was their one rest day afterwards. And then NHL had a small slate. Really no good matchup on that I liked. But the college basketball slate had some great games. Had 5 or 6 that I was really into, that I wanted to watch, and of course needed to watch to research and follow and take notes on for games later this week that I'm looking at potentially investing in. One, a very big play. So we had all that. I had to watch them, but there was just no value in the line, or there was no value just on the odds itself if you were doing it looking at it that way. Lines were spot on. Edges were not there. There's no edge. That means no money can be made. It's a flip of a coin. It's a crapshoot. It's not worth me putting my money on it. I'm not going to risk my money, and I'm damn sure not going to risk my client's money. So, didn't have anything yesterday. Today we have stuff, and we also are locking in a very big play for Wednesday. That play is all but officially locked in. It's going to be an NHL game of the week. Not for today. It's for Wednesday, the 23rd of February. And so by the time you see this, it may be on the website already. I've sent the information over to the web team so they'll get it posted and get the email blast sent out. If you're a part of the email list, you can just wait for that email to go out, letting you know that it's available for purchase or available for all the all access members to view. If you are not, then you can just check the website. It'll be the very first thing at the top of the page once it's posted, and it will be posted by no later than probably 9 o'clock on Tuesday night. So NHL Game of the Week is going $50 win or get 3 days of all plays and all sports absolutely free, but it's not going to lose. It's going to cash just like all 3 of our big plays in the NHL last week. We not only cashed in our Game of the Year early last week, but we followed it up with a Game of the Week on Saturday. Guys, I've never had a Game of the Week, month, and year all go off in the same 7-day calendar week in the same sport ever in anything. But it happened last week in the NHL. Game of the Year early that week, 10-unit banger blowout, happened 9 seconds into the second period. Probably the greatest Game of the Year winner anybody will ever see. Followed it up with a Game of the Week winner that weekend while we were out of town on Saturday. Another easy winner. The third period didn't even start and it cashed. Boom, another winner. That's a 5-unit Game of the Week winner. Now we're 15 units in 2 plays. And followed it up with a Game of the Month on Sunday. The Minnesota Wild versus the Edmonton Oilers over 5.5 goals at minus $1.35 for a 7-unit fucking blowout and 22 units of pure fucking profit in 3 games. Game of the Month, Game of the Week, and a Game of the Year winner, all in the NHL, all cashing with ease. And we're following it up with the last full week of February with our Game of the Week going tomorrow, Wednesday at 8:30, 8:40. I don't know. I'll double check that. I got to double check the time. I've been keeping so many times in my head. It doesn't matter what time it's at. There's other games going at the time that one's going. So it's not like you're going to know what game it's in. We're not going to tell you. If you're an all access member, you'll get it automatically. If you are not, you can purchase the play. I'm sorry, I keep tapping that button with my foot. You'll be able to purchase that play $50 with a pure profit guarantee of 3 days. Get on the any package you want, multi-day. But I will tell you this: we're running all these promotions last week for extra days, getting an extra week with some things, being able to purchase these huge big time packages for pennies on the dollar for this big promo that we were running. And we were doing coupon codes for everything. People were DMing us on Twitter, and that's how we were giving them out. And our Twitter DMs crashed. Apparently it wasn't just us. Apparently a lot of people had that problem, across the world, I guess. Twitter said there was somewhat like 3.5 million people that were affected. We just unfortunately were one of them. So while we just thought we weren't getting any DMs for 2 days, we were getting over 150 of them just regarding that alone, the promos, and we didn't get a single one of them. Luckily, Twitter went back and recovered all of them. We got it sent to us late on Sunday, some of them. The remaining ones were sent to us late yesterday, and throughout the day today, the web team has been going through and responding to a lot of them, forwarding some to me, forwarding some to the sales staff. That way, we make sure that every single DM gets taken care of, answered, and done by tonight at midnight. So in saying that, if you send a DM about one of those promos, we will still keep you in line based on when you send it in, because there's still a timestamp that Twitter kept. So if you were one of them, you'll get it. Just wait for that response. If you don't see a response and you did send something to us, let's say by noon on Wednesday afternoon, send us another DM with a screenshot of your original one that has the timestamp on it, and we will honor that. But that's the promos, but we've got even one bigger. So in those promos, we were running things for just about anything. I'll go on Twitter. I'll tell you what, I will post a picture on Twitter, and I will put one better. I will list it in the description of this video. The description of this video will have the promos, the details, how many spots we were doing, and how to obtain them if you want to get on board if you're watching this video. But one more thing that we added is we had run out of Major League Baseball passes for the first time I had offered my MLB full season, which is a $2,500 membership for $500. I mean, I'd never done that before. I'll probably never do it again, but we limited it to 10 spots overall. It was just something special that I wanted to do for everybody. They sold out in a matter of, what seemed like seconds. It was over the course of about 20 minutes they were sold out. But before we ran the normal early bird stuff that would still allow you a discount, just nothing like $500, I promised everybody in a game that Carolina very well should have lost on Saturday, if they went in to Blacksburg, Virginia, and beat the Hokies on the road, I put on Twitter, I made a post said, or Sarah did, but she said, Chase just calls it, if Carolina wins this game, he's going to do a special promotion, something huge that nobody expects. Well, they won, so go Heels. They took care of business, a huge win for them in conference, and I've had to decide what I want to do. So I've decided to do two things, or it's two options. I have opened up another 10 spots, 10 spots only, first come, first serve. You just have to DM me on Twitter. Again, that information's in the description. Tell me which one you want, and that way you can get the correct coupon code that coincides with it. Option number one, you can get my MLB season pass for $500. We had 10 spots. They sold out immediately. We've opened up another 10 spots because of Carolina winning. This will be the final 10. There will not be any more $500 MLB anything going forward after these 10 are sold. But if you decide that you would rather get the all access membership for 1 year, which will give you MLB, it gives you every play in every sport for a full year, including games of the week, games of the month, and games of the year in all sports at no extra charge, including NASCAR. If you're an all-access member, you get absolutely anything and everything that is ever released on the site, no questions asked. There will be nothing else you have to purchase or that you could purchase. You get it all as an all-access member. You're the only type of member that gets everything without having to purchase, the biggest of the best plays that we release. That's a $7,000 per year membership, and that in and of itself is way too cheap. But for $19.99, so less than $2,000, you can get that full year pass, and I'll add a full month extra onto it. So you'll get 13 months instead of 12 for a third of the price. So there's your offers. Free plays for tonight. I like the Florida Gators tonight on the money line plus $1.10. As a little 2-point underdog. Take the points, take the money line, whatever you want to do. And then I also, as your totals play, I like Oklahoma, Texas Tech over 129. So take that as well as a 1-unit premium. Love you guys, and we'll see you in the winner's circle.